Hello, friends. Just want to share a word with you, something that we struggle with in how we look at things. Before we come to a conclusion of the matter, we tend to build our foundation on perception. We make these mistakes a lot. Matthew chapter 15, verse 22. This is what the woman of Canaan came with her daughter. It says, "My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil." But the verse says, Christ didn't answer her a word. Then the disciples said, "Send her away because she's crying out after us." Of course, it seems that Christ don't want to answer her prayer. If Christ don't want to answer her prayer, send her away. She's crying out after us. Friends, these disciples build their foundation on the perception, on how the things appears to them. But do you think that Christ didn't want to answer her prayer? Or Christ has a lesson to teach the disciple? There's a purpose on the silence of God. Christ wants to teach the disciple a lesson. It's not that Christ wants to neglect this woman her prayer. It's because Christ wants to teach the disciple a lesson. But the disciple build their foundation on the perception, how the situation appears. Friends, we make those mistakes a lot. Build our foundation on perception, friends, how the situation appears. That's why Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all thine heart." That says, lean not to thy own understanding, friends. The problem is we tend to lean to our own understanding. Jeremiah 10:23 says, "O Lord, I know that the way of man is not in himself. There is a way that seems right unto man." We build our foundation on perception most of the time. But how can we fix this problem? John chapter 1. Philip went to go get Nathanael. He says, "We found who the law and the prophet wrote, Jesus of Nazareth." Nathanael says, "Can any good thing come out of Nazareth?" Of course, he introduced to him the son of Joseph. Can any good thing come out of Nazareth? He builds his perception on basically what Nazareth is all about, and also the son of Joseph. Philip told Nathanael, "Come and see." When he went for himself, he heard Christ spoke. He says, "Thou art the Son of God." He went for himself. He searched more. He's no longer the son of Joseph, but the Son of God. Not but because any good thing come out of Nazareth, but he sought Christ for himself. He built his foundation in the beginning on his perception. Nazareth, son of Joseph, any good thing come out of Nazareth? But Philip told him, "Come and see." He went for himself. He actually went deeper. And after he heard Christ, he said, "Thou art the Son of God." Let not us build our foundation on our perception, but let's dig deeper. Let us not make our foundation on how sometimes the situation appears, because we tend to lean to our own understanding, and there's a way that seems right, but the Bible says the way of man is not in himself. But we must trust in the Lord with all thine heart, that we will not lean to our own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him. He will direct our path, as Proverbs 3, 5, and 6 says. And I pray as you contemplate on this, go a little deeper when the situation appears that it seems right. Pray. Ask the Lord for more clarity so he can direct your path. God bless.